In this era of economic battles across the globe, the Korean economy has begun its innovation to take a leap forward.
향후 가장 유망한 투자처로서 자신 있게 한국을 추천해 드립니다.
The first step involved reforming regulations that were obstacles to Korea's economic growth.
이제 거리에서나 어디에서나 외국인들 쉽게 볼 수 있잖아요. 그래서 글로벌 시대에 걸맞게 규제 개혁은 꼭 필요한 것 같아요.
I think the more and more deregulation that you have here, the more attractive it's going to be for companies, foreign companies, to come in here.
The Korean government's will for economic reform was clearly shown in foreign investment markets. The government's lenient regulation policies have made Korea a desirable market.
So the deregulation is going in the right direction, definitely.
We found IKP the best place to start right away in Korea.
There's actually a saying among German or expats in Korea.
Korea now provides enticing opportunities for foreign investors.
Korea is the fourth largest market in Asia.
It's time for the foreign investor to think about the comprehensive deregulated system in Korea.
So how is Korea preparing to become an attractive destination for investors? Yoido, the financial hub of Korea, there's a company with over 15 years of successful investment experience in Korea. Otis Elevator Company now produces 1/3 of all elevators in Korea. This foreign firm was the first elevator company in Korea. Today it operates 100,000 elevators. The company has also received the Excellence Maintenance Company of Korea Award for 9 consecutive years.
Korea has been a very attractive market for us. And so when we saw Korea, we saw the sophistication of the consumers in Korea. Not only the sophistication, but from our perspective, Korea was growing very rapidly, and we like that.
The secrets to the company's success in Korea were its localization strategy and effective communication. For example, let's take a look at Otis Elevator's engineering centers. Including Korea, Otis has 7 engineering centers around the world. And each center serves as a creative engine for Otis, a firm that places high values in its people and technology.
Service, safety, and also innovation. I believe that's helped our company to be very successful here. Encourage our engineers to develop new ideas, new products. And we also have our international business division where we actually export our products.
Foreign investment firms now serve as a pillar of the Korean economy. They now share the future of Korea's economy. For the past 5 years, foreign direct investments in Korea have grown consistently. In fact, they reached a record high during the first half of 2014. Foreign investments especially thrived in the manufacturing and material sectors, with noticeable increases in the service industry as well.
Korea government think that this kind of very good record of FDI is related with the Korean potential investors' trust for the Korean economy and industry.
Investments from China increased more than threefold, and EU investments also increased by 30% over the past year.
There were some 340 companies investing in Korea last year in 2013, mainly in retail and in manufacturing. And the reason why they invest is mainly because Korea is a stable market, a stable growth.
How did foreign investments impact Korea so far? This is the construction site of the Hanam Union Square, which is said to become the greatest shopping mall near the metropolitan area. As a collaborative project between the Gyeonggi-do province, a leading Korean conglomerate, and a foreign investment firm, it demonstrates a successful case of foreign investment.
향후 이 프로젝트 종결되는 시점까지 한 3천억 이상의 외자 유치가 될 예정인데 단일 프로젝트로 외자 유치에 아주 모험사라고 볼 수 있는 큰 의미가 있다고 보고 있습니다.
It will provide a cultural complex in the heart of Hanam City, located near Seoul's metropolitan area and the Han River. In terms of investment, this project was the largest one in the metropolitan area.
약 1조가 들어가는 엄청난 투자의 프로젝트이고 따라서 조성이 완료됐을 때는 이런 테마파크 같은 역할을 저희가 할 거라고 생각하게 됩니다. 실질적으로 가족들이 하루 종일 와서 쇼핑도 하고 원하는 것들을 즐길 수도 있고 그런 어떤 복합 공간으로서의 굉장히 기대가 크고요.
There are huge anticipated outcomes from the Hanam Union Square project. It's expected to create more than 7,000 new jobs, with an additional 34,000 indirect employment opportunities. The vision of the Hanam Union Square is to become a landmark of the Gyeonggi-do province as well as the entirety of Asia.
연간 최소 1,000만 이상이 방문할 거로 예상이 되고 직접 고용만 해도 저희 종업원들 한 7,000명 이상이 됩니다. 그렇게 됐을 때 하남시의 어떤 브랜드 인지도가 올라가는 물론이거니와 하남시 전체적인 서비스 사업의 어떤 파급 효과도 지대할 거로 예상을 하고 있습니다.
The collaborative venture of Hanam Union Square project is a good example of the many benefits from foreign investment. Toberman Asia is a subsidiary of Toberman Company that develops and manages shopping malls around the world, and it plans to invest 300 billion won in this project.
Korea really ticks all the boxes of what an international investor is looking for. It provides stability, it provides growth, it provides transparency, and it has a diversity of economic base.
Toberman will use its 60 years of expertise on the project to initiate a path for other foreign investment companies to enter Korea.
The support for this project is overwhelming. So we're extremely excited about Hanam. We're extremely excited about the opportunity to be working in Korea. And we're looking forward to the opening of this project in late 2016.
Gyeonggi-do Province has 8 exclusive complexes for foreign investment firms with 3 centers for research and development. One of these centers is stationed in Pangyo Techno Valley, a popular location among foreign investment firms. The company moved to Pangyo Techno Valley 2 years ago. This is a collaboration platform which combines GE's advanced technology and a global network with Korea's renowned IT technology and talent.
판교 테크노밸리는 IT 바이오 기술과 또한 융합 기술을 중점적으로 연구 개발하는 곳입니다. 입지도 매우 좋고 첨단 기술을 연구하는 기관과 기업들과의 정보 교류도 편리합니다. 그래서 저희와 같은 글로벌 기업들이 연구 개발하고 비즈니스하는데 아주 매력적인 곳이라고 생각합니다.
This place has developed into a global R&D center as a result of Korea's strengths combining with the competitiveness of GE. So why did this global company choose Korea?
한국은 무엇보다 우수한 인재 그리고 IT 기술과 관련 인프라가 잘 갖춰져 있습니다. 정부와 지자체의 지원도 매우 적극적입니다. 이러한 한국의 강점을 잘 활용한다면 국내외에서 GE와 공동으로 성장할 수 있기 때문에 한국은 기업하기에 아주 좋은 곳이라고 생각합니다.
Along with the Korean companies, GE has grown to enter the global stage. It is also a part of the Gyeonggi-do province's strategy to attract more foreign investment.
신성장 분야인 신재생 에너지, 그다음에 게임 산업, 문화 콘텐츠 산업 같은 그런 산업에 집중 투자를 할 예정입니다.
Songdo International Business District in Incheon is developing into a global city. This district has also become a desirable spot for foreign investors. G-Tower is a landmark of Songdo. G-Tower's tight security and high-speed elevator represent the futuristic vision for the Songdo International City. G-Tower is also an environmentally friendly building which has received the Incheon Architecture Award for its energy efficiency. Another busy day has begun. It is no longer strange to see foreign employees here. Michael is one of the many foreign employees working at G-Tower. He has been living in Korea for 10 months. Michael works for an international organization that moved into the G-Tower.
I work at the Asia Pacific Training Center for Information and Communication Technologies for Development. Songdo is famous as one of the most ambitious smart city projects in the world.
Michael is a programmer at APCICT. As an affiliate organization of the United Nations, the APCICT mainly works on technology transfers to small businesses. Michael is proud to represent a UN organization in Korea.
I had the opportunity to come to APC ICT and was very excited to do so because this is a center in the United Nations that's very well known for its work, both within Asia Pacific region but also globally. And the work of this center of APC ICT is to develop the capacities of nations, of the member states in Asia Pacific to use information and communication technologies to advance their socio-economic development. And we do this through several methods. We do it through training and workshops, through research and advisory services, and through networking and knowledge sharing.
Incheon International City is 18 times larger than Yeouido in Seoul. It is a new city built along the coastal waters of Songdo Park. After Incheon was designated as a free economic zone, Songdo was transformed into a global business district. The Songdo International Business District has attracted 47 trillion won in foreign investment, with more than 2,300 foreigners now residing in the area. 55 foreign investment firms and 13 international organizations are housed in the G Tower. After the UN's Green Climate Fund decided to place its headquarters in the G Tower, it encouraged other foreign institutes to do the same.
녹색 기후기금 즉 GCF는 선진국의 재원으로서 개발도상국의 기후변화 대응 즉 온실가스를 감축하고 기후변화 적응 사업을 지원하는 국제기구입니다. 녹색 기후기금 상국의 유치로 인해서 저희 인천 지역의 마이스 산업이라든지 기후 관련 산업들이 활성화되고 일자리 창출에도 많은 효과가 있을 것으로 기대됩니다.
Most foreign employees are new to Korea. Andy, who was recently recruited from England, is already enjoying his stay. The natural environment and the friendliness of the people in Korea have made his adjustment easier.
Songdo, we have lots of green space, lots of fresh air, and very, very nice facilities. And also for us, we don't speak Korean. We find that people in Songdo are very used to dealing with foreigners. So it's very rare that we have a problem. People are always helpful, speak a little bit of English to help us in the shops and in the taxis. So we find it a very happy and friendly place for our family.
In the afternoon, a class has begun at the Global Center. It's a Korean language class for people from abroad. Here, students can share useful information and tips on Korean life. The Songdo International Organization Library is another special venue inside the G Tower. It's a place that provides knowledge for local residents, offering a wide range of collections and educational programs.
여기는 영어로 된 책들이나 러시아 말로 된 책들도 다양하게 있어서 제가 필요한 것들, 외국 자료들을 자주 찾을 수 있고 또 PC들도 많아서 제가 또 필요할 때마다 사용할 수 있는 게 큰 장점인 것 같습니다.
Another busy day has gone by for the global employees. How do they feel about their new home in Songdo?
So how do you like working in Songdo City?
I really enjoy it. The city is new and really organized. There's lots of green space. I walk to work, so I have a very easy commute every day, and I enjoy the newness around.
Before I came to Korea, I did not know anything about your food, your cuisine, but I've just really enjoyed all the different restaurants and cafes in Songdo. And with my colleagues, every lunchtime we go out for lunch, and very reasonable value we go and try all these different Korean foods, and I think they are absolutely delicious. So the nicest thing I like about Songdo is all of the very good value, excellent quality restaurants here.
Even after sunset, Songdo remains brightly lit with city lights. A global business city filled with friendly people. We can certainly look forward to the future of Songdo City. Gumi City is recognized as one of the two great pillars of the Korean economy. This small city, located in Gyeongsangbuk-do Province, has attracted 11 trillion won in foreign investments. The city of Gumi City has grown with the Korean economy. Along with the global conglomerates and small firms, the city has achieved more success with foreign investments. Right now, 47 foreign investment firms are located in Gumi. Last year, the city gathered more than 11 trillion won from local and foreign investors, and more than 33,000 new jobs in the city have been created. Despite being a small city in the countryside, Gumi City's passionate work over the past 10 years has demonstrated a solution for the Koreans' active economy.
지금 현재 기존공단에 740만 평의 국가공단이 있고 추가로 지금 5단지가 300만 평이 지금 조성이 되고 있습니다. 구미에 오면은 외국인 기업들이 반드시 성공할 수 있는 그런 지원 시스템을 만들어 가지고 더 많은 기업들이 구미에 투자할 수 있는 그런 환경을 만들어 나가겠습니다.
In 2014, the Korean government proposed regulatory reform policies to lower the barriers for foreign investors.
Deregulation is always a good point in a market economy, so therefore I absolutely support what the government is doing here.
The growth potential of the Korean market is attracting investors from abroad. A foreign press conducted an interesting analysis on the Korean market, and it selected Korea as one of the most innovative countries.
Korea is the fourth largest market in Asia, and the size definitely is very interesting for us, for many European companies. So many companies have realized this is a good entry into much bigger markets.
In a survey conducted by Kotra, 47.5% of foreign investors in Korea said they were satisfied with the Korean business environment. And 40.5% of the foreign investors answered that the reason for their investment was to enter the domestic Korean market. So what does this survey tell us?
That's why whenever I have to advise a newcomer in Asia, new company who have never done business in Asia, usually I advise, because Korea offers a kind of nice environment compared to some other country which might be a little bit more, let's say, not so mature.
With Korea being recognized as an attractive investment destination, more foreign companies are making their way over to Korea. Kotra's Invest Korea Plaza, also known as the IKP. This place provides various services to foreigners who are trying to enter the Korean market. From 2006 until now, a total of 118 foreign firms have successfully entered the Korean market with the help of Invest Korea Plaza.
외국인 투자가들이 한국에 대해 잘 모릅니다. 그렇기 때문에 여기 쪽에서 빌딩 매니지먼트 오피스를 제공한다든지 다양한 그런 문화적인 충격, 비즈니스의 다른 점을 설명함으로써 그분들이 쉽게 성공할 수 있도록, 일어설 수 있도록 지원하는 역할을 하고 있습니다.
An American company called Plumline Life Sciences Incorporated established its Korean subsidiary earlier this year. Plumline Vice President Lee Young-gi has also settled in this complex. IKP has been a big help to Vice President Lee, who also did not know much about the Korean market.
We got to know IKP last year. We found IKP the best place to start right away in Korea. Staff here are very friendly, cooperative, and professional. We plan to stay here until we build our factory and research center in Gyeonggi Province next year.
Plumline develops DNA-based vaccines and therapies for animals. Its main headquarters are located in the United States, where they receive patent and technical support. IKP has become the best place for Plumline to learn about the Korean market.
Korea is the best bridgehead to expand our business in Asia, in China, which has become the most important market, and Korean government, especially current government, is very business and market friendly, and human resources are highly competitive in every field.
And the IKP support does not stop here. IKP's Investment Consulting Center is a one-stop service facility for foreign investors in Korea. Vice President Lee also used this center to find solutions for complex administrative issues in Korea.
And when that is done,
The first issue is setting up Korean corporation business registration. It's very tough. You have to go to judicial, scrivener, accountant, tax accountant, bank, and so on. It's a very tough business. But once you get into IKP, they helped us with everything.
starting from the consulting services in the early stage of investment and administrative assistance such as foreign investment notification, business registration, and visa application.
Plumline is preparing for its official launch in Korea. Recently, it has decided to invest $10 million in the Korean market. We look forward to seeing another foreign company succeed in Korea.
Regulations on foreign investment companies have been more favorable. For us, Korean market has always been attractive. Public safety is very secure, transportation system is well set up, government is business friendly, financial market is strong, and last but not least, people are very smart and kind.
Important guests have come to Invest Korea Plaza. Earlier this year, a German energy firm, Marika Korea, moved into the IKP. And the president of Marika International has made a personal visit on this day. What was the reason for this company to seek investments in Korea?
Die Idee, nach Korea zu kommen, war darin begründet, dass wir wissen, dass in Korea eine Menge von hochinteressanten Technologien entwickelt werden, auch im Renewable Energy Bereich und überhaupt im Energiebereich.
When Marika first decided to enter Korea, the company was not familiar with the market environment. After moving into IKP, Marika received a lot of support. Touched by the generosity of Koreans, Marika decided to invest in Korea. Now that Marika Korea has officially moved into the IKP, it is actively planning for venture projects with Korean companies. The company is confident that it will see a successful future in Korea.
Ich glaube inzwischen, dass Korea selbst ein Land ist, in dem eine Menge Potenzial für Innovation und Veränderung besteht. Und würde mich sehr freuen, wenn wir mit unserer Präsenz hier in Korea dazu beitragen können.
Foreign investors are constantly looking for new opportunities, and Korea has become an undeniably attractive market.
The world is watching Korea. I hope that these regulatory improvements the government has started will lead finally to a much higher foreign direct investment.
I'm very confident that Korea will regain its growth momentum and then further strengthen its position as an economic powerhouse in East Asia.
With reform regulations, Korea has become a desirable country for global investors. All eyes are on the Korean market, filled with the potential for new business ventures.